Hey, what up, y'all, man? We're on aisle 6. I got my boy Hoster right here with me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm feeling good today, man.
I've been seeing you putting in work, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The
been
YouTube,
going crazy.
the music, Slime Boys. I've been seeing everything, man. How you feeling? How everything been going for you?
Good, bro. Good. I made a lot of sacrifices and cried a lot of tears, shed a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get where I'm at now. And a lot of people think that it just like kind of started popping off overnight, but it took an educated vision and me sitting down and breaking shit down and building a team and having a blueprint to even get to where I'm at right now. But shit, good, man. Good. It's a lot of blessings, a lot of big work, big artists I've been working with, a lot of big names, big stuff on the way.
For sure, man. I see. It's all been worth it so far, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
All the hard times.
Man, absolutely.
So what's some struggles that you kind of went through? I see you say you came through a lot of stuff. What's some struggles that?
Most definitely, bro. I say one of the biggest one in the past couple years, bro, is has been addiction. I was off and on with a fentanyl addiction. I used to serve a bunch of fake pills, like the fake Roxys and shit. And I really had gotten some people, like, I even used to serve my own uncle when I was like 15, 16. That's when I first started doing pills. I didn't even do them when I used to serve them. But as I got older, I started getting deeper off in the streets and just getting in some bad situations, getting kicked out when I was 18. I got kicked out of like 3 houses in like 3 or 4 months. I started like selling like a lot, like 500-600 pills a week, and I started doing little bits of them and more before I knew it, that shit got me. So I say one of my biggest struggles was that and overcoming addiction. It took me going to rehab twice in like a year and a half, and finally the second time I got it right. But it definitely threw me off. Like about a year ago, I was like spending my last $20 on fentanyl, bro, like pistol whipping people, like sleeping on my big brother's couch in Franklin, Kentucky. Like shit was just it was not going smooth, bro. I wasn't close to God. I just like, my life was just everywhere. I wasn't focused on music, my team. I wasn't walking in my purpose. Like none of the stuff I'm really doing today or the mindset or like positivity that I had today, I was not there a year ago. So I cry. A lot of times I wake up in the morning crying, bro, because like tears of joy. Now I've cried so many tears of struggle and pain through the years, but now I truly wake up and I feel like I've fallen in love with life. Like I've fallen in love with living. I see the value no matter what happens every single day, no matter how good, no matter how bad it goes. Every day I see now as a blessing, bro, because I took a lot of things for granted for a very long time.
For sure. And I want to touch more on that, because looking at you, you wouldn't even be able to tell. Like, you telling me that, I'm just not figuring that out.
Yeah, bro.
So they say you can't judge your books by its cover. Like I said, I want to touch more on that. How did you get into the fentanyl pills and stuff like that?
Bro, just selling them, being around them. Like I said, like my uncle used to ask me, I was serving little carts in Tree when I was like 15, 16, and my uncle used to hit me up and try to get pills. So I started like middlemaning some pills, getting some bread and stuff. And I got around them, and I accidentally served him some fake pills one time. And he was like, bro, nephew, these don't look right. Like, I don't think these right. But he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep getting some. My homeboy's gonna get some too. And I didn't know it was fake. He had texted me after I hit some, like I had tried some, because I really ain't used to fuck with pills and shit like that. So I was like 16, and I hit a little bit, and I was trying to snort it through a bag, and I tried to snort the corner of it, and I accidentally snorted the whole pill, and that shit was fake. So that shit was fentanyl, my first time having fentanyl. And like I tried to smoke a cigarette. My homeboy sent me a video the other day. This is like, I was 16, so like 4 or 5 years ago. Me smoking a cigarette, just geeked out.
Yeah. So you accidentally.
Yeah, I didn't know that shit. I didn't know it was fentanyl to my uncle texted me right after I hit the shit. Like right after I hit that shit on my nose, like my uncle texted me like, I don't think it's right, nephew. Like it don't look right when I bust it down and shit.
And that led to the addiction?
Yeah, well then it was cool. Like I used to, up until like my fentanyl addiction, bro, I would do like, I'd experiment with Molly as a kid, like acid, ecstasy, like just all kinds of different stuff. And I'd be able to just do some shit for a week, not touch it for ever again in months or whatever. But serving the fentanyl and serving them pills all the time, having them around me is what got me, like, led to me doing it like every day eventually and then getting hooked.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy, man. I'm glad you got through that. That's definitely a big thing that's going around now, not even just Nashville, but all around the world. Like
it's crazy. It's an epidemic, bro. Like exactly. It's kids in the city, like even our city, bro, like 11, 12 years old, bro, ODing on the shit. Like it's gotten everywhere. It's all in the schools now, like it said, it really took over, bro.
Not even just kids, man, adults too. I've been hearing a lot of like passings because of the fake pills and things like that. Like I know a lot of, I can count on like 2 hands of people that I know that passed due to those pills, man. So I'm glad you want to speak on that, and like I said, I'm glad you got through that. So that's kind of like your mission now. It's kind of showing people that you can get through it.
Yeah, bro. Absolutely, bro. Cause like it's not shit. None of us perfect, bro. We all humans, bro. Like I feel like I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, but we are in these human bodies, bro. We're prone to weakness. So that shit is just a part of our lives, bro. How we learn and how we grow. If I thank God for it, and I cry sometimes thanking God for letting me go through it, cause now I can help people and relate to people and touch people's hearts and souls. That if I wouldn't have struggled to been on my dick like I was and put myself in the fucked up positions that I did, then I wouldn't be able to help those people. I wouldn't like, you know what I'm saying? You can have sympathy, but to be empathetic and to have empathy, like I'm an empath, to really feel what someone's went through and their struggle and their pain, you know, that gives me leverage that I can help inspire and help someone grow too.
For sure. I definitely feel like that's motivation for a lot of people. And I think people need to see that, bro. So again, congratulations.
Most definitely. And listen, bro, if anybody's watching this going through addiction right now, bro, it's okay to tell someone like it's okay. Eventually you're gonna get sick and tired of being sick and tired, bro. You're gonna get sick of waking up withdrawn, spending your last money on dope. Like you're gonna get sick of it, bro. And there's no shame in getting help. Like I swear to God, bro, at first I felt like such a junkie. I feel like such a junkie, such a low life, just scum, checking myself into rehab. But I ain't gonna lie, that's one of the best decisions I ever made in my life, bro. Cause not only did I get clean off pills and shit, I learned a lot of coping skills and coping mechanisms that helped me with life and to handle shit that really, addiction is just the byproduct of other stuff going on in your life, trauma, built up, you know, shit that's going on. That's just, addiction's a byproduct. So really it helped me solve a lot of issues and problems and relationship problems, trauma that I suppressed that was leading to the addiction. So it helped me fix the root cause of a lot of stuff. So man, if you are going through something right now, bro, get some help. I promise you. I promise you. Before it's too late, bro. I'd rather you get help now than shit. Your mama gotta bury you and cry and put you on the ground for real.
Like you said, that take a lot of courage to ask for help. How was that support? Did people know what you was going through? Did people know how bad it was?
I ain't gonna lie, like I know you said it looked like now you couldn't really tell, but when I was going through it, bro, my face was starting to get sunk in. Like I was losing a lot of weight. Like I'm already skinny as fuck, but I was real deal skin and bones. Like I started to get thrown. So I did have a support system. Luckily, my family, like when I came clean and told them, they had already thought something was up. But they really supported me and prayed for me and helped me through it. So that was great too, because I was expected to be turned out and like looked down upon, but they really watched out for me. And
exactly, and that's definitely important, man. Having that family support with anything, with definitely dealing with addiction, because I feel like every family got somebody that's addicted to something, whether it's weed,
and not just drugs, sugar, sex, porn. Like it's a lot more than just drugs you can get addicted to.
Yep, that's definitely true. And I hear you talk a lot about God, man. How important is God to you? Like,
man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. My priorities, God is first, and God to me is not a man. To me, people put God in a box. People put limitations on God. To me, God is pure love, the source, life force itself, like the source energy, the source from God's in my shirt to the breath in my lungs to this floor to the trees outside. Like God is the creation energy behind everything. That's why he's the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. God's not a man, we're humans. So as humans, we can only comprehend and think of God as us or how we would think. But God is not a human. God is everywhere. God is everything. God is love to me. But God and his importance to me in this process and where I'm at now, it would not be possible to do it without God. Like, and that's what, when you're patient and you pray and you walk in your purpose, God will give you the tools just like he's given me to build my empire and build my team and for me to win, because I'm doing it as my purpose. I'm walking in my purpose. Like, I'm doing it for God. Now, if I wanted the shit quick and I was like, I was just doing it for me and not doing it for my people, not doing it for my purpose, I could be, I could pray, I could sell my soul, quote unquote. It's another thing I want to talk about. Like, a lot of the selling soul, you don't write a contract in blood. That's not how it goes. You're putting your morals aside. You're pushing everything aside for money or for worldly things. It's not, it's a spiritual thing that comes with it, but you are jeopardizing, you're setting aside family value, you're sacrificing all that for just to get rich or just for money, just for fame. But if you're patient and you walk in your purpose and listen to what God tells you, I ain't gonna lie, he gonna reward you 10 times more. And if you sell your soul or you put your morals to the side for some worldly riches, it's always gonna come with a price. Yeah, it might come fast, but it's always gonna come with a price.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I got a real close relationship with God as well, man. I talk about God a lot. As you told me,
Sundays, bro. That's one thing that stood out. And the reason I wanted to work with you, bro, is because I love the the Sundays, the God Sundays. Shout out God Sundays, bro. I love the energy.
That's one of my sayings that I live by. Shout out to God. No matter how the day go, shout out to God.
Amen,
good or bad,
bro.
because man, we done sound like you done been at your Lord's. I feel like I done been at the Lord, so I feel like it's nothing that can break me.
Man, it's nowhere to go but up when you hit rock bottom.
Exactly.
Bro.
I tell people that all the time, man. And I can't even imagine like dealing with like a drug addiction. Thank God, like I never went down that road. But man, I'm gonna keep saying I'm glad you got out of it, because I know how hard it is to get out of it.
Bro.
So have you been close to God like this? Have you been spiritual like this, or did you have to go through that rough time with the drug addiction, hit your Lord's?
So what's really funny is growing up, actually my dad, when I was younger, was a preacher. And he went through a lot of crazy stuff. I say I've definitely done some crazier water stuff than my dad, but he used to run around and struggle with addiction. He has a very addictive personality too, but he like didn't want me to be like him. So growing up and everything, like he took me to church, he made sure we was in church. But I always questioned God, because they was like, you'll hear God, you'll see God. God, like, I'm like, okay, I kept praying, like, God, give me a sign if you're real. God, give me a sign if you're real. I didn't see anything. I didn't hear no voices. I questioned it. So as I got older and I really started struggling and going through things, I went through my dark phase first, which to me means like I was in my dark energy. Like I was manipulating people to using, taking from people. Hurting people, jeopardizing everyone's safety, everyone's well-being, just for my personal gain. So after I went through all that, God took everything from me and let me fall fully on my face. Then I was kind of forced to build a relationship with God. Like I realized, like another thing too, that I know I have a purpose. I know I'm sitting for a reason, because I can't count it. Bro, it took me 2-3 hours to count and explain every time I almost died, or every time like some shit his just went all the way left, and God protect me. Like I've watched miracles happen, bro, like real deal miracles that I don't even speak on, like some Kevin Gates starting car batteries with hands type shit, like some real deal miracles, bro. And it's just wild. It's wild.
So that means you here for a reason, bro.
Absolutely,
like
bro.
You had a lot of
if I wouldn't, I would have been dead.
Yeah.
If I was meant to die, I would have been dead a long time ago.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Sure.
So growing up in Gallatin, how was it growing up in Gallatin? I know you said your father was a pastor and things like that.
Yeah.
Did that make life easier for you, or was it harder because a lot of people got these expectations of you?
Yeah, most definitely. So I grew up most like in Westmoreland, which is right beside Gallatin, but it's still same county, Sumner County. But so I grew up on my grandfather's old farm. I actually grew up in the country. And I was out like running around as a kid, playing around and stuff. When I started getting around 11, 12 years old, I started going through a lot of like self-isolation, a lot of mental health issues. My parents were like going through stuff I didn't know at the time, but would lead to their divorce. I was just very isolated in my own head. I started struggling with mental health issues. I had suicidal and homicidal ideations, which means I wanted to kill myself. I was thinking and having thoughts, and like demonic visions of me killing and hurting my own family. Yeah. I got to a point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. I had asked for help and reached out to my dad because they had caught me cutting myself. I asked for help to be in counseling. He thought it was getting better. Whole time it wasn't. He never put me in counseling. So I decided, I was like, I'm gonna run away, bro. I'm gonna pack my shit. I was like 12. If I don't run away now, like I'm throwing my life away. Like I know if I stay in this house secluded, I was also homeschooled. So I did a bunch of homeschool work as a kid as well. So I didn't have friends like that. I didn't really have a social outlet, and I was right when I was getting into middle school. So all my shit in my head, I just felt like I was weird as fuck, and I was isolated. I felt like seeing the same walls every day for 12 years was making me go insane. And I was like, I'm gonna run away. So I ran away, ended up getting picked up by cops, getting in legal trouble. DCS got involved, but they forced me and took me to the hospital and made me meet with someone to have my mental health checked out and to get me help. So I'm thankful for that, because without that, I wouldn't have got that help. But after that, people, like my dad, my mama took me serious. They saw that I was really going through some shit and that I wasn't playing. So I got grounded from my phone for like 2 years and were forced to sit and write and shit, which is when I really started writing music and getting into it. But it was all worth it, bro. Like everything looking back on, I see a purpose and a significance in all the things I've went through, the things, the good, the bad, the ugly. All has a significance and a learning purpose.
Facts, man. So if your parents got a divorce, do you feel like that played a big part in your mental health?
That was when I was older. When I was about 16, they finally like actually got the divorce filed and everything. But definitely at that point, I had started, like I've always had a wild streak in me and show my ass since a kid. Like when I was 7 or 8 years old, My mama told me don't play with this paint. I went outside and used this house paint, covered my body in white paint. She came out there, she's like, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? I was like, I'm trying to paint my body. I'm trying to blend in with the ghosts. I'm finna go out in the woods and talk to the spirits. Like, I'm finna talk to ghosts. Like, I always been fucked up and wild as a kid.
You've been on some spirits.
Like, I've been on some wild stuff since a kid. But when I got like 16 and they finalized the divorce, like my mom was sleeping on the couch and shit just got like, I don't know, I started going through the Xandemic, I call it, when all the Xanax started going around. Like, I got on Xans and started just like hanging out with just crash out ass people, getting into shootouts. Like, I started really crashing out when they started going through their divorce and my mom moved out. Like, cause it was just like, that shit broke me. And I realized too when I was older on some other shit, I never knew what love was. I didn't really know how to love people or how to be in love, because I thought I saw my parents in love growing up, but I realized like my mama fucked me up. She told me she never like was in love with my dad like the whole time. And now that I think back, I didn't see them kissing, hugging. I didn't understand how affection or how love languages are communicated. So I kind of had to teach myself and struggle with that and learn how to express myself in love and to feel it and let people in when I got older.
That's a dope perspective, man. So did life change for you any, like after the divorce? Because, you know, sometimes the mom and dad stand together, the whole family dynamic, and then
it definitely
you guys
did.
move out, the lifestyle change.
Yeah, it definitely did. But my dad was much like calmer. It wasn't as hectic. Like, it was chill. My dad started letting me like do more, have more, like be out. But then he kind of gave me a little too much leverage. Like, he would threaten me and stuff, but he didn't really back it up. So I would just I started showing my ass for real, bro. I caught 9 charges by the time I turned 18, bro. Like, between 16 and 17, I was in juvenile 3 times. The most I did was like a month and a half. I had like a $21,000 bond, bro. I had 2 felonies and 7 misdemeanors by the time I was 18. And like, I had crashed all the way out between like 16 to 17, just getting in trouble. I started like selling. I got a little job and it wasn't cutting it. I was trying to get some shit and I started like selling little cards. Then that like shit just started like just going crazy.
Job wasn't cutting you, like, man, I'm finna.
I was working at a little pizza place making $7.25 an hour, bro. I was like, this shit not finna cut it.
How old was you then when you
I
started?
was about 16.
Okay.
I was about 15, 16. Yeah. So that got me introducing around people and into a whole nother thing that I wasn't prepared for. And then got me into robberies and then shooting up people's houses because I'm trying to make a name for myself. And one thing too, like, especially 16 to 17, when I started getting on the streets and stuff started really getting wild and crazy, I tried to be someone I wasn't. I tried to prove myself to the people I looked up to. Like, I really tried to be someone that I wasn't deep down, so that people would respect me, people wouldn't fuck with me or walk over me. And now, like, I truly learned to be comfortable in my own body, my own skin. I've struggled with insecurities all growing up, like, especially being skinny and like, just a lot of shit went on from a young age. I've always been real insecure. So now, to contrast that, like, I truly fall in love with myself, with my body, my spirit, my mind, just everything. Like, I truly love it. Now I don't try to hide it. I don't try to act like no one I'm not. I try to be my rawest, most authentic, fucked up, craziest, loving, highest self.
Because as you see now, like, that make people respect you even more.
And that's what it's built a fan base and like my following. I love my followers, bro. Like y'all are like a cult, bro. Like, I have people real deal relate, and even people come up to me on the street like, hey, you're a hostler. They ask me spiritual questions now or ask me for advice or stuff, because it's really not no one pushing that. Really, no one's pushing peace and positivity like that no more.
Exactly.
Like, and that's where it's a difference of energy. That's why I don't put my fans on my music. They don't follow my music. They follow me for my energy, the energy that I bring around, the motivation, the just purpose. Like, I feel like when someone's walking in their purpose, it inspires a lot of other people to walk in their purpose as well. So now I'm kind of blazing this trail for my team and my people, just to go down and to find true success and happiness and peace in life. And it's all shout out to God, man. Shout out to God.
And that's go leads to everything else, man. You being your true self, people feeding off your energy. They seeing your energy. They go like, man, let me go support this guy. No matter what you do, bro, people go want to support you. They go want to buy whatever you selling. They go want to support every YouTube video because they know you as a person. They see you being vulnerable with them. They're talking about your addiction. Letting people know what you've been through. Because, man, like I said, like, even like, it's hard to get out of an addiction, or it's hard to make it through a lot of stuff that you've been through. You feel me? Just from the few things that you told me, man, you've been through a lot. You feel me? You still right here standing. You can't even tell for real, bro. You feel me? So again, I want to salute you on that. And I hear you talk about your team, man. Slime Boys.
Yes, sir.
How did Slime Boys come about? How old were you? Was those some of the guys that you was running around with?
Yeah, so really, shout out to my big brother Chucky, man. Shout out to Chucky, Slime Chucky. So I met him at Popeyes when I was 18, I believe. I was working at Pest Control, driving these little trucks, these pest control trucks. I was a termite technician. So I saw him in Popeyes. As soon as I walked in, I saw him in the back of the kitchen, but me and him locked eyes, and just somebody, his energy stood out. So he gets to walking around me while I'm working, and he asked me, Chucky's like, bro, what's that smell? Like, you got some gas, bro? You be selling some gas? And I was like, yeah, I got some gas back home. What you need? Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So he ends up like giving me his Instagram. He's a rapper, so I'm like, we start chopping it up. Like a month later, he come over, and we start talking. I start mixing and producing for him, and he started getting some tree and shit off me. And then he asked me, he's like, bro, you're slime. Or he tells me one day, he's like, you're slime, bro, you're slime. I'm like, nah, bro, I got people that's Vice Lord, I got some folks, I got Crips, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not affiliated, I fuck with you for my people. He's like, nah, bro, you don't understand, like, you can be any color, like, slime's deeper than that. I'm like, nah, bro, like, he's even posting, like, official slime hoster, I'm not even reposting. I'm like, no, bro, like, I don't feel like, no. So then, like, a week later, I start thinking about it, bro, and like, me and him just start getting closer, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna push it. So we started our group. He got stamped by YSL. Shout out YSL Fireboy, Young Thug, first cousin. I've been working with him. He FaceTime me like every other day. We working on YSL Loaded and putting that together right now. But back to Slime Boys. So we started off as Slime Gang, and we was really on I was on some wild crash out shit. Like, my brother kept going like back to jail. They done kicked the door in when I was at work one day, took him. Took my like AR-15 out, a green flag on it, some skates, some tree, like I had 2 or 3 Xanax, like it kicked it. He was on the news and everything. And then he has 2 kids, so I was there for like 6-7 months, bro, sleeping on his couch, trying to help take care of his kids, scamming. I started scamming, and I was punching DoorDash, getting the kids McDonald's, like we trying to make ends meet. He was in jail for like 6-7 months, but I held him down. But so back to Slime Boys, me and Chuck started on some other shit, really on some violent shit, on some like just like some gang shit. It was called Slime Gang first. So when I first started hosting these parties a couple months ago, I coined the name. I just thought of Slime Boys because I was like, it's me, my group of a couple artists, like, you know, we're the Slime Boys. So I started naming it that, and now where it's at now, bro, is it's a group and a collective of artists and people coming together that share a similar or same vision and want to better themselves and better the world around them and their families. And we come together, and I'm building a path to make that possible for me and my team. And just like I said, leading. Like, my mom always told me since I was like 4 or 5 years old, like, you're a leader, Hoster. Like, she saw how other kids looked up to me and how I helped people, and just having a big heart. And she was like, you a leader, you meant to be a leader. And now I'm walking in that purpose, bro. And a big thing too, like I was saying, I know I've talked a lot to you guys about walking in your purpose, but when I was 13, I was going through these suicidal, homicidal ideations. I was trying to kill myself, self-harm in myself, all that stuff. After I got through it, I started going to counseling, I started having these visions, seeing myself performing in front of hundreds of people, seeing myself rapping, inspiring people, because music saved my life. XXXTentacion dropped a song, the second suicide attempt that I had planned. XXXTentacion, that's Triple X right here, shout out him, and he dropped 17, and the interlude on it was talking about mental health and not giving up hope and having hope and that someone cares about you no matter what. And that inspired me to just keep pushing. That's when I decided to run away at that point, and give it a second chance. Because I failed. I woke up on the ground one morning, on Sunday morning, tried to hang myself with a belt. And I woke up on the ground after I passed out, you feel me, crying, like, just like blacked out. Just, like, right. guy done took the belt down and knocked me off that door, bro. Because when I passed out, I was on the door. So, but now I have visions of all the things I'm doing today and helping my people, like leading my people, almost like in the Bible, like the Israelites. Like, I feel like I'm meant to lead my people, like, to the promised land, bro. Like, real deal. And I feel it's a big responsibility, but I love it. I wouldn't trade this. I wouldn't trade this life. I wouldn't trade any of the things that I've went through for anything, bro. I wouldn't change a single thing.
That's dope, man, that you're comfortable with everything that you've been through. I'm like, it's the sky's the limit, bro, because you got that mindset. Like, like you said, the only way is up. The only way is up.
Absolutely.
So how many times do you pray a day? Is it just something that you do a certain amount of times a day? But I personally say I talk to God all day, like, because he's literally like your friend. You feel me? Everybody got their own relationship, so I just want to know how is your relationship? How many times do you pray?
Absolutely. So to be honest with you, bro, to me, people can pray. Like, I used to go about prayer, like, I pray, I talk to God before I go to bed or whatever, once or twice a day before I eat. Now, to me, prayer is a walk of life. Like, you can walk in prayer. Like, the things I do, like when I'm cleaning the kitchen, I can be praying, telling God, thank you for this kitchen. Whenever I'm driving and I almost hit a car, I can sit and pray and thank you, God, for being with me. I talk to God like my best friend. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I talk to God like my homeboy. I'd be like, damn, God, I knew I should have listened to you. I knew. Yeah. Like, I sit and talk and conversate with God like all day long and see things, and my spirit guides, like I call my spirit squad, like my ancestors, my guides, all the people God has assembled for my soul in this lifetime, are constantly giving me messages all day long. Even on the way here, even with talking to you, even like me and you text each other at the same time. Like, I don't believe in coincidences, homie. Like, everything happens for a reason and a purpose, no matter how big or how small. It's connected and everything is interwoven into each other. So like, angel numbers, like obviously I got manifest on my face, and it's just like prayer and manifestation, meditation, it all goes hand in hand. Like, to me, I mix prayer and meditation. So I'll thank God for things, and I don't really try to pray and ask God for stuff. But if there's something I need or I need help or guidance with, what I do is I thank God. I say I'm struggling with addiction. I say, thank you, God, for helping me get through my addiction. Yeah. Even if I'm in the middle of it, I pray, I visualize God helping me. I visualize my highest self and my alternate reality, like achieving whatever I'm trying to achieve. And I say, thank you, God, for it. And what that does, bro, is the energy of abundance and thankfulness and gratitude combines, and God sees that, and he's gonna bring you your blessings 10 times faster, bro. Like, I'm talking like, and sometimes it'll be slow, but even when it's slow, you gonna get things when you need them, bro. Like, you gonna have the tools you need or the help or the money when you're supposed to have it. Exactly. You gotta be patient and just wait for God to show you the vision and tell you it's time to take your next step, bro. Some of us are meant to be sitting down right now. I went for like 6 months in hibernation, spending time out in the trees, like in the woods. Like, I had to get my soul, my spirit, my mind, my health right. So.
Everybody got their season, bro. And everything that you saying, bro, I promise, like, I say this all the time. Everybody go get their time. When it's that time, everybody go get their own time. It's seasons with everything. Yeah. It's seasons with everything. You know,
the bad too, bro. Yeah. And the bad too. It's not gonna last forever, bro. It's gonna be a calm after the storm eventually.
Yeah. And right after the storm, what you say is gonna be a calm after the storm?
It's always gonna be a calm after the storm.
And after the calm, the storm go come again. You gotta be prepared for those storms, bro. Life is a roller coaster, ups and downs. So manifestation, how big are you on manifestation? I know you just explained it a little bit, but I feel like you gotta be kind of delusional a little bit, like see yourself already at that spot, and then work your way there. Like,
it is. It's a better word than delusion, but it is almost a delusion. A better word than delusion that I feel like what fits it more is you have to be a dreamer, bro. You have to let your inner child out, and what your inner child is your kid self inside of you. You always have an inner child. So say you were sexually abused or traumatized or beaten as a kid. When you get older, you still gonna deal with suppressed trauma. Your inner child has not healed. Your inner child is still damaged and crying and looking for love or looking for peace and happiness. So when you start to heal and do inner work, because it's called shadow work, when you start working on your darker self or the side of you that you ran from, good thing for that is mirror work. I sit and talk to myself in the mirror and look at myself as my old self or my child self and say, I'm sorry, I love you, like I forgive you for everything I put you through. Like, I talk to my child self and have a whole deep, like 5-10 minute conversation. But once I started healing that, bro, with manifestation, back to that topic, just focusing your energy on what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to accomplish. And if you're doing it for the right reasons, like not just like, God, I want a Lamborghini right now, but if it's like, God, can you please help me with this month's rent because I'm trying to feed my kids or my family, or thank you, God, for helping me. Like, when you try to manifest things for good that are helping you or meant for you, they're gonna come like that. Like,
and a big thing as well, sorry to cut you off. No, the big thing as well is being thankful for what you already have.
Yeah, what you already had.
He go bless you with even more.
Yeah, exactly.
Showing that you can handle the small scale.
Bro, it's so much abundance and gratitude. The energy of gratitude, bro, and the law of attraction. Study y'all's universal laws, man. Like, the law of attraction, abundance are some of the bigger ones talked about, but there's a lot more. But when you have abundance and you're thankful for everything that you already have, bro, then you start seeing, you shape your mindset to start seeing all the little blessings, because you can have, it's so many rich people that sit around and have everything that you could think that you want right now that are miserable and sick of their lives, and that because they don't have peace, they don't have love, they don't, those things are just material, bro. This world's not about the material stuff.
And even on like a smaller scale right now, like we could have a little bit of money, we'd be like, man, still not be happy because it's something that we feel like we're missing.
Yeah.
Whether it's like family wise, whether it's love wise, it could be anything, bro. So like you said, the richest people in the world, they off themselves all the damn time.
Man, miserable, absolutely miserable, bro. And one thing too about manifestation, I want to share this little story with y'all before I go. So I know I told you a minute ago, bro. I was like, I've seen some real deal Kevin Gates type of like car battery start miracles. Yeah. So this is one of my stories. So here when I started doing these first Slime Boys parties, I, really been walking in the light and my purpose, praying. God's been giving me the tools to do all this. So I started the first party. So we had the land changed the day before, and we was behind. And I was just praying. I was like, God, please help me make this work. Like, please, like just bring everything together. So we're using this bush on a tractor to clear some land, right? So the tractor dies. It's got gas in it, everything. My homeboy's sitting on it trying to crank it, turns it over like 8 to 10 times. Nothing, it don't start. So I'm like, okay, stop, bro. I don't even tell him what I'm doing. I close my eyes. I place my hands on the tractor. I say, God, thank you for starting this tractor. And I had so much faith in my heart right then that I turned my back to the tractor. I didn't even tell him to start it or nothing. I turned my back to the tractor, started walking up the hill in the direction that he was supposed to drive it, but it wouldn't start. I head up there. I start walking, bro. I take like 2 steps. I hear him try to start turn the tractor over. Starts cranking, bro. I swear to God, just like that. And it just made me happy. I said, thank you, God. Thank you for starting it. Yeah. And he started it just like that and helped me. And that's what it made a lot more sense to me then. If y'all are ever familiar, I don't know the exact Bible verse it is, but it's that if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move a mountain. If you have enough faith in God and your vision or whatever you're trying to manifest, like I had so much faith, I turned my back. I didn't even sit there and wait to see if it would start. I said, thank you, God. I had so much faith, I turned my back and walked in the direction, having faith that tractor was going to drive up there, bro. Yeah. And that shit, just like that, God started that tractor. Yeah. Now I understand Kevin Gates and what he be talking about on some. Yeah.
I'm big on Kevin Gates interviews. I love watching his interviews, bro, because something like he real spiritual. He motivates you. Like I just go and type on YouTube Kevin Gates motivation or something like that, and just listen to binge watch a lot of his interviews, man. So that helped me a lot in my life as well.
Yeah, that man's came a long way, bro. Shout out to Kevin Gates. I hope to work with you one day, bro.
You will work with him, manifestation.
Man, hey, what you said?
But even with the music stuff, the YouTube stuff, you gotta move like you already big. It's not being on no cocky stuff, but like you gotta know that you gonna be the biggest YouTube. You gotta know that you gonna be the biggest music artist in the world. Like even if you got 5 fans, man, I tell people this all the time. You gotta believe that you the biggest artist in the world. You gotta push yourself like you the biggest artist in the world, and that energy is go to other people.
Absolutely. People gonna start watching that.
Yeah, people go buy into that, and they go, because that's what I do with this. Al6, I say the hottest new platform in the world. I said that before people even started tuning in.
Messing with it.
Now when people come here, they be like, the hottest new platform in the world. I'm on Al6. You feel me? Just that energy. So I feel like, man.
And now in turn, they are manifesting that for you.
Exactly.
In turn, when other people start speaking things into existence for you. Yeah. And another thing I want to tell y'all and put y'all on game with is how you can manifest and bring blessings and abundance into your life and channel God's energy to do that. You can also make yourself sick, bro. There's a lot of mental health issues and a lot of things that people just focus their energy on, and it's really a mindset, a mindset and a spiritual problem. It's a lot deeper than what Western psychology and Western medicine wants to label it. Even schizophrenia, like I have some friends that are schizophrenic, but schizophrenia to me. So this is what they do in other countries, like foreign countries. When people are schizophrenic or have BPD or like really bad mental health issues, instead of like trying to diagnose them or anything, they take them to their spiritual leaders of their group and they sit and foster their abilities, because they believe that means that they're super sensitive to the spirit world and that spirits can mess with them and play with them and walk in. It's called walk-ins, when a spirit walks into someone's body and starts using them, for their will. So they bring these people that are schizophrenic, BPD, depressed, whatever, to their spiritual leaders. They help them, build these abilities, and then they end up being more spiritual leaders for their people. So you can focus your energy on good or bad. So just be careful about that. Y'all can make yourselves sick, but y'all can heal yourselves too. So be aware.
For sure. I'm gonna have to look into that, man. You gotta tap into this a lot more, bro. Like the whole spiritual stuff, because I feel like that's a whole different lane for you, bro. Because you teaching me some stuff.
It is, bro. It is.
How is slime boys? Are they spiritual like this too? Did y'all kind of grow close to God or get on the spiritual level together? Or
yes. What's beautiful, bro, and this is what I love about my team, and it's giving me chills right now. Like, we are all spiritual beings, and me bringing up this kind of stuff and being open and willing to talk about it when not really anybody else is now like my team seeing signs, my team seeing angel numbers everywhere, my team's coming, we're praying together, we're manifesting things together. Like all the people I've been meeting that are coming together and being a part of my team, they all have a deeper, like I'm understanding their souls. I probably knew them in past lives and spent past lifetimes with them, and we just had unfinished business that we didn't get to attend to in other lifetimes. So now I feel like this is probably one of my last times here, and I'm gonna come from Earth School and I'm gonna go to another planet, or I'm gonna return to God and He'll have another purpose for me. But I feel like God's showing me so much, and I feel like this is probably one of my last lifetimes here on Earth.
Yeah.
Because I do believe in reincarnation. I believe that our souls, that God sends our souls here to learn, and that the purpose of life, I believe that the true key to life is that we are sent here to learn and to die, and not even to sound bad or to oversimplify things. But we are sent here as little fractals, little sparks of God's consciousness. Like, we're little sparks. Each of our souls is a little spark of the whole of God. And we're sent here to learn, to evolve, to grow, to download information from God, and to upload information for God. And to just learn, overall to learn, and then die, and then restart it till we get the pieces we need, complete, come back to God. Then I don't know what He has for us then. But from the visions and what I believe and I understand, and my spirit guides and God show me,
I never heard that before, but man, I definitely could picture that for sure.
Yeah, because we are all made in God's image.
Keep trying until you get it right.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people take for granted and overlook how it says in the Bible that we were made in God's image. Like, I believe that we are God, God is us, not in a cocky way of saying that I have all the power I don't have shit. I don't have anything. I'll praise the Most High, I'll praise the God. But God is within me. Like, we got to look for God within ourselves. When we look for God outside of ourselves, we're always going to be lost. That's what I did growing up. I always try to look for how other people interpreted God. I didn't understand God or have a relationship for myself. Yeah. I went off other people's thoughts and opinions and how they said I had to believe in God or see God.
So I know you got the slime boys and things like that, but as far as like other friends and things, have you kind of lost people on the road because you got on this spiritual journey, or since you got clean, since you started doing the right thing?
So many. It ain't even funny, bro. It's really I'm not gonna lie, I don't even kick it. I don't hang out with people no more. Like, if we got to be doing some sort of business, making content, even if I go to a party now, I'm vlogging it, live streaming it, I'm getting pictures there, or performing or hosting it to build motion. But bro, it's not even funny. So many people have fallen off, but it's all for my purpose. Like, now my energy's so high, I vibrate so high that low vibrational, hateful, negative people can't stand to be around me. Like, I've watched the demons in people get pissed off. And one of my spiritual gifts and abilities that God has granted me is that I can look in people's eyes and see their soul, like a glimpse of people's soul, and see part of their purpose or what entity is surrounding them. Which also in demons, like I've watched demonic possessions happen before. I've watched me even piss off demons that surround or inside of people. And people have hold on, like I've seen some real deal conjuring horror movie type shit that would give people chills that I'm not even gonna get into on this episode. Yeah. But like I said, I feel like my energy is so pure that the people that are not meant for me in my path, they can't stand to be around me no more. So yes, a whole lot of people have fallen off on this journey, bro.
That's God getting them out the way for you.
Yeah, exactly. And now it's opened doors and opportunities for true people that actually have my best intentions at heart and want to help push this vision and push this and help people as much as I want to. Now it's allowed them to come and get closer and weeded out all the snakes in the grass.
Y'all all on the same mission. Y'all got the same dream.
Yeah, bro.
Yep. It's all the same, man. What's some advice you got for kids, man, that may be looking up to you? Because I know you do a lot of YouTube stuff, and there's a lot of kids and stuff on YouTube.
Most definitely.
And I feel like you can motivate a lot of kids, not just kids, but everyone. But kids is the ones that we really can get.
Yeah, that's our next generation,
really gonna listen
bro.
For real.
That's our next generation, bro.
A lot of adults are already stuck in their ways.
Exactly. If it were one thing for me to tell kids to take away from this, bro, it's be yourself. Be your weirdest. If you like My Little Pony and Rainbows, bro, and you're a 20-year-old dude, bro, wear My Little Pony and Rainbows t-shirt, bro. Be yourself, bro. You don't have to fit in The weird dudes get all the money, bro. Us weirdos get the money. Like, you gotta be different. Just be yourself. Don't try to fit in. Like, fuck other people's expectations. Fuck the human condition. Like, just be you and try to seek peace and happiness within yourself. Don't try to find any outside source for validation or for happiness, because you will always be stuck searching.
Facts. Like you said, the weird people get all the money,
Weird people get all the money, bro. And if y'all ever struggle with any sort of mental health issues or addiction or depression, feel free to DM me. Like, cause I even have a thing on my page. One of my automated messages is, I'm struggling with my mental health and I need help. And if you click it, it'll send you my personal phone number and you can reach out to me. I've had a couple people reach out.
Oh yeah, that's dope. That's
for
dope.
Sure. Cause that's my purpose, bro. Like that, like I said to y'all, like I got into music. Music saved my life, and I knew that my purpose with music as a kid and my vision was to help save others' lives and inspire people, inspire the youth, just like it saved me and inspired me. So that's part of my purpose, bro.
I love that, bro. Especially the DM where you said where people can contact you.
Yeah, personally, bro.
That's
like,
dope,
personally.
Bro. I feel like that's gonna get you far a lot.
Yeah.
That's gonna get you super far, bro. You feel me? Just being vulnerable with people that support you, who look up to you. Mm-hmm. Because, man, people look up to these influencers these days. We in a whole different time where people look up to the influencers, the Instagram.
Yeah, bro.
We, like I said, we in a different time, man. So that's super dope. What do you have in store? Like, what does the future hold?
Bro, I feel like the sky's truly the limit. Right now, I've built this system and this empire this past 2 or 3 months that I've built a system that now I'm working on funding and getting some business licenses set up. I have some co-founders, some people going in on a separate business entity than Slime Boys, because we're working on launching Slime Boys as a label right now within the next month. But we're setting up a separate business entity to fund us, because I can keep doing this off of, because I work a 9 to 5 right now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I work a 9 to 5. I got some back ends. I have some different residual incomes and stuff. But other than that, like, it's gonna be slower. I'd say give me to about the middle of next year and I'll be viral, like be fully supportive. My whole income will be off of music for the most part. But if I get funding right now, I have the entire system, the entire blueprint, the plans, everything's mapped out. All I need to do is channel that money through this system that I built for it to generate revenue, for me to be able to start actually signing and putting 10, 20 bands behind my artists for promos, because I already got artists. We have multiple cameramen, we have multiple editors, we got multiple producers with multiple studios. Sure. We have all the things, the tools. God has given me the tools ×5 to launch this and to build this. So
shout out the artists, man. Shout out the
man,
artists.
Shout out my artists, man. Shout out Dub, man. Shout out Paco. Shout out Craig Harlow. Shout out Sonny, man. Shout out A4. Shout out, bro. Shout out all my people, man. Shout out Hutu, shout out Free to Shine, Free Bit Bill. Ashton just got out of jail. Yeah, shout out Ashton. Sir. Man, my people are starting to come home, bro. Like, things are really, people are starting to grow up. Like I love to see it, bro. Like, it motivates me so much to see my people win. And when I see my effect or I have any positive influence on anyone, that's what drives me and keeps me going, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, some days I wake up, bro, and I don't want to do this, bro. I don't want to post music. I don't want to go do interviews. I just want to sit and life be lifing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know peaches and cream, ain't even now. But now I just have the mindset, the willingness, the strength, the team, the family, God most of all behind me that is gonna keep me going. And the biggest thing for me too is realizing that consistency is way more, and self-discipline and consistency is way more important than just fucking building like a routine of shit. Yeah. Like, cause when you have self-discipline, like, you gonna do it whether it's like you want to or not. You know what I'm saying?
Especially realizing that it's bigger than you.
Yeah,
it's way
exactly.
Bigger than you, bro.
Like, this shit, what I told my brother the other day, Chuck, was that, bro, this shit is so big now that I could stop everything I'm doing. I could die, I could go to jail, and I know I'm gonna leave a legacy, bro. The stuff I've started, the sparks that have lit up people's lives that have came off my fire I've been building, like, that's going to create a wave and will live on for centuries past I'm gone right now. Yeah. Now, give me a month or two, give me a year, and watch where this empire is at. Like, it's an empire. It's literally, we're building the roots in the system to an entire empire to take over in the best way. Like, in 2024, off of numerology, this is the year of exposure. Y'all have seen everybody in the news, celebrities, politics, everybody's getting exposed. Everything's starting to come to the light. The systems are falling. Countries are being overthrown by their people. Like, everything's being brought into the light that was been in the darkness for a long, long time. Yeah. So Shit.
2024 definitely been,
It's
crazy.
been wild, bro.
It's been crazy.
It's been wild.
Like you said, man, you putting those roots in the ground, man. And I hate to talk like this, but it's the truth. After you gone, stuff get bigger. Like XXX, he got bigger when he passed. Nipsey
Juice
got
WRLD.
bigger when he passed Juice WRLD, and then people start to go back and look at their interviews and.
That was even the purpose of X dying at a young age. Like, that shit broke my heart as a kid. I didn't want to believe X was dead, but if he wouldn't have died when he did, he would not have left the legacy and impact.
Yeah. Because think about how many people went and looked him up. Think about how many kids found out about him and went and looked at his interviews, found out about his music. And like, you hate it happen like that, but like you said, it's a purpose with everything.
Yeah,
bro.
and even not just celebrities, bro. When I've seen people die, long live Sonny, long live my grandfather, man. Like, he died in my arms. And I questioned God and questioned life. Like, it fucked me up as a kid, but I see the purpose now in the people that die. Like, that's why when it's my time, it's my time. I'm not scared of death no more. I'm not scared of no man. Like, I fear God, but not in a, fear is a low vibration, but I have a respect for God.
Yeah.
But when it's my time, it's my time. I know I'm gonna leave a legacy, and I'm content with what I've done so far. But I know that this is just the beginning, and that I'm gonna be able to reach people on a way bigger scale and have a platform to do so. And I'm so thankful that y'all are tuning in and a part of it right now, bro. I'm thankful you 615 exclusives.
I'm glad you tuned in, bro.
I thank you for offering this platform to me, and I hope that some of your viewers got some sort of positive message or impact from this.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm super excited. You actually the first one. Since I got like the new equipment and things like that, and I'm definitely glad it's been the first one, because we talked about some good stuff today, man, for sure. Like you said, you got some good stuff for me, and you wasn't lying, bro. So I definitely feel like you go far, and like even now I got to tap in more with your stuff, bro, for sure. Because I see the stuff on Instagram and stuff, and I checked out some stuff on YouTube, but I'm gonna actually like tap into it, bro.
Yeah,
and like that goes to show you like the energies, when you actually talk to somebody, have a conversation with somebody, people want to support you because they understand you more. And I tell people, man, that's why interviews and things like that is so important. Connecting with people is so important, bro, because people get to really see the person, see how they think. You feel me?
Message, bro, and your
make
brand.
people want to support you. Exactly.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. It was a great conversation, man. I appreciate you having me on here, bro.
Yeah, man. Where can people find you, bro?
Man, y'all can find me on Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. Just look up Hoster Slayton, Hoster Slayton. Or if you want to find specifically my music, you can look up Hoster, Ter. You can find me on Google, man.
Yeah, man. Hoster.
Yes, sir.
Right here on Aisle 6.
Yes, sir.
Hope y'all learned something today.
Yes, sir. The
Galaxy,
hottest new
Tennessee,
platform, baby.
The hottest platform in the world, man.
Yes,
Hoster, Aisle 6, 615 exclusive.
Yes,
you got
sir.
anything else before we clock out?
Nah, bro. It's a whole lot of slime business, bro. All praise to the Most High. I love y'all.
Sir.
Thank y'all for y'all support. It wouldn't be possible without y'all, bro. Shit. Hey, I'm glad I got to tap in with you all 6.
Yes,
we
sir.
going up all year long, baby, and the next.
Yes, sir.
Slap.
Hoster, man. 615 exclusive, Aisle 6.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.